I wanted abs ever since I started lifting. But here's the problem. Everyone tells you the most dog shit advice. Full range of motion crunches, hanging leg raises for your lower abs. And my favorite, abs are made in the kitchen, bro. With this advice being so popular, it makes sense why I have yet to see a person in real life train their abs properly. And it makes sense why ab-dominant physiques are so rare. In this video, I'll show you the exact 3-step system to build aesthetic abs. And if you're one of the rare people that actually follows this, you will build insane abs. All right, guys, when we're talking about the blueprint to build aesthetic abs, I first want to talk about my own transformation. After seeing my transformation, many people might just assume that I got leaner. But I'm here to tell you guys, I was actually a very similar body fat percentage in both photos. And yes, the lighting might be a little bit different and I might have more of a pump, because I swear to God, the truth about this transformation is the fact that I started training the abs properly. So let's actually talk about ab training. And of course, the first thing we have to talk about is the function of the ab. Now look, if you've watched any of my videos before, or if you've done any research on science-based lifting, you would know that to optimally train a muscle, we have to directly target and ideally isolate the function of that muscle. And for abs, the function is of course spinal flexion. Now look, in the past, I made a video covering this exact topic. It actually went quite viral and a lot of you loved that video. But the problem is, after talking to people in my system and helping people individually, I realized that a lot of you guys didn't understand. Because if you're doing a crunch like this, then you are not performing spinal flexion, you are performing hip flexion. Even if you feel your abs and are doing that crunching motion, that is not spinal flexion. Listen to me very carefully. If you're doing a crunch and your spine stays neutral the entire time, just like this example at the bottom, then there's no flexion of the spine. You're simply flexing at the hip. Now, I like to give this example with my hands. Now, imagine this is your upper body, these are your legs, and my wrist is your hips, right? If you're doing a crunch like this, then you're bending right here at the hip, right? What you want to do instead is do a crunch like this, right? Not at the hip, but simply just this, bending your spine. This is a smaller range of motion, and all you're doing is going from a neutral spine to a bent spine. Now look, of course it's okay to have a little bit of hip flexion during this movement, but the main thing always has to be flexing your spine and bringing your shoulders to your waist, not just folding your torso down and doing like a full range of motion crunch. And this leads us to the first step that everyone has to do. Next time you go to the gym, find an ab exercise that works for you. And if you think you've already found one that works perfectly, then what you're now gonna do is you're gonna set up a camera and then you're gonna watch that video and see exactly how much you're flexing at the spine versus flexing at the hips. And you can compare your form to these two examples. At this point, guys, in my opinion, there's only 2 valid ab exercises that you should pick from. And that's either doing a crunch with some type of back support, so whether that's on one of those standing cable machines, or what I've been doing recently on a lat pull-down machine. And the second valid option is going to be doing it on a machine. But I'll tell you right now, you're gonna have to make sure you find the right machine. Because to this day, guys, I've only found one where I can actually isolate spinal flexion. All right, so that's step 1 done. The next thing we're gonna talk about is, of course, programming. It's not a Dema Ascend video without talking about programming. But don't worry, we'll keep it quick, and then I'll give you the exact ab program that you should be following. Now, when we're talking about programming, we're talking about our weekly structure for ab training. And there's 3 things that we have to consider. The first and most important thing that we have to consider is going to be frequency. The more times that we can train the abs during the week, the more times they can receive stimulus. And with more frequency, the more that we can spread out our volume and therefore have higher quality sets where we're producing more motor units. So for abs, a frequency of 2 to 4 times a week is generally the recommendation. And for most people, 3 times a week is generally the sweet spot. The second part of programming, which again is very important, is exercise order. Do you really think training your abs at the end of your session is going to grow them optimally? Well, the answer is obviously no. At the end of the session, you build up a lot of fatigue and are producing significantly less motor units. The more that you want to prioritize and grow muscle, the higher it should be in your exercise order. And the last part of programming is, of course, volume. In general, guys, the more volume, the better. But that's, of course, given you can recover. So with that said, guys, let's now reveal step 2. Now, step 1 was you found your ab exercise, and step 2 is actually following this plan. And this is a very simple plug and play ab program that you can just add no matter what split you're doing. And this is how it goes. On Monday, you walk into the gym, you do your general warm-up, whatever, and then for your first exercise, you're going to be doing that ab movement. Yes, at the very start of your session. From there, you can do your general workout, blah, blah, blah. On Tuesday, again, do your general workout, and on Wednesday, you're going to start your session with that ab exercise. Then you'll do the rest of your session. On Thursday, you'll do your normal split, and on Friday, for the last time in the week, you're going to start the workout with that ab exercise. And again, on Saturday and Sunday, you're gonna follow your general split. And guys, this is so simple. Don't argue with it, don't change it, just implement it. Of course, you can change the dates a little bit. Like if your rest day is on Wednesday, then sure, you can move it to Thursday and then the Friday session on Saturday. But the point is, guys, 3 times a week, you're gonna start your session with the abs. And yes, for now, we're gonna do 3 sets. Now, before we get into the final step, guys, I do realize that this split that I gave you is very cookie cutter. Like if you combine this with a push-pull legs or an upper lower, then sure, your abs might be hit, but you're certainly not prioritizing all the other aesthetic muscles. If you guys want the only system that genuinely combines science-based principles with the sole goal of building an aesthetic and attractive physique, then you should check out the Ascension System. Inside, you get that aesthetic split prioritizing the shoulders, back, and biceps, in-depth video tutorials for every optimal exercise, and if you get it now, access to every future update and module for absolutely free. I've recently been working on and posting a bunch of new modules, especially in the external section of this system. So if you're interested, there's no better time. Check the first link in the description. All right, guys, so we've picked our exercise, we've implemented our workout plan, and now the next thing you have to focus on is putting the work in. I mean, as boring as it is, guys, this is going to be the main reason why people don't see results. Real consistency week after week and month after month, that's very rare. So guys, be consistent. Be that small percentage of people that watch this video and actually implement the advice. And the truth is, you have to be consistent even if you don't see results right away. The good thing about this program is you should be seeing results in a few weeks. But even then, that's not what you should focus on. You should focus on the actual training and staying consistent. And if you can do that, that leads us to the last step, which is going to be modifications. And I recommend doing this at least after a few months of staying consistent. Firstly, you're going to track your recovery and progress. If you're progressing very fast on the abs and you have 0 recovery issues and you want to keep prioritizing the abs, then you should experiment with increasing some type of variable. That can be increasing frequency and trying 4 times a week, or that can be simply increasing volume by a set or 2. Of course, this isn't necessary. If you're progressing fast and have no recovery issues, then you can just keep doing what you're doing. But generally, it is also good to experiment and see what your limits are. Because if you're able to recover for more and want to progress faster, then you should do more. On the other hand, guys, if your progress is quite slow, and you have this sort of mental drainage when it comes to training abs, then what you should do is simply decrease the amount of sets. Don't lower the frequency, don't lower the abs to the bottom of your exercise order, simply decrease the sets from 3 to 2. The second modification or change that you might want to make is simply your priorities. I mean, after a few months, guys, you might have developed your abs to a very decent level. You might have the #1 priority now of developing your shoulders or biceps rather than your abs. At that point, the best modification you can make is simply going to be to move the abs lower in your session. So rather than training them at the very start of your session, maybe you'll train them as the 3rd or 4th exercise instead. But guys, honestly, step 3 of modifications is less important. What's important now is that you do step 1 and find an ab exercise that you can do properly. And step 2, you actually prioritize the abs. So you train them at the start of your session and you train them 3 times per week. If you guys do this, I guarantee, I promise to you that you will develop your abs faster than you could imagine. Obviously, if you're a higher body fat percentage, then you should absolutely work on that as well, but never underestimate the importance of ab training. Comment any questions down below and let me know what your favorite ab exercise is. Leave a like if you learned anything or just enjoyed the video, and subscribe for more content every single week. And remember, if you're serious about your results, then check the first link in the description for the Ascension System. Thank you for watching.